Disco dancer. Disco dancer. Disco, disco. Disco. Disco dancer. Disco dancer. Disco dancer. Disco dancer. Disco, disco. Disco. Disco dancer. Disco Dancer. Disco Dancer. Disco Disco. Disco. Disco Dancer. Disco Dancer.
What's good, StarCraft fans? Welcome back to another exciting episode of StarCraft 2 Action. I'm your host, Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier, and today we have an amazing Team League action, the Russian StarCraft League. A battle between Alpha X and Team Starcom. We're about to roll into game number 1, which will take place between Art and Vanya, a PvZ for the ages. 2 high-level Masters players, Grandmaster, in fact. So, we're loading up into game number 1. So hold on to your butts, because we're about to get a crazy up in here. And, for funsies, I will be trying out a new overlay, a new observer overlay, the official, original Game Heart overlay. So, without further ado, twiddling thumbs, or other things, let's switch the overlay. Oh, I'm not supposed to show up right now. But StarCraft is, but the in-game bar needs to be fixed. Sorry, guys. There's no cheesing, I don't think, so we'll get it rolling here very shortly. Okay, hopefully that works. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top right side of World of Sleepers, from Alpha X, the pink Protoss, it is Art. And his opponent, from Starcom, in the blue, it is the Zerg player, Vanya. And Estrella, where'd the sunglasses go? Sad face. Oh, love you, my man. Now, I would keep the sunglasses. Unfortunately, they are polarized, and my monitor, for some reason, when I'm just looking straight at it, does not allow me to actually see what's on the screen. If I turn my head 90 degrees, then I can see, but that is not conducive to effective effective casting, or really just anything, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. But hey, what are you gonna do? Alrighty. So on either side of the map, we have just, you know, your normal shenanigans going on. Here we are on the EU server. Both these players, I believe, are from Europe. We have seen Vanya before. This is not the first time Vanya has shown up in a cast from Alpha X. He has played in an Alpha Pro series before. And wisely sending Zerglings to help defend this drone as it goes to drop down a third. Probe's going to come in and confirm that this third does exist, sneaking around those pesky Zerglings. Fortunately, going to be able to avoid any sort of premature death, at least for the moment. The Adept for Art is going to stay at home to be able to defend against any kind of Zerglings moving across as Overlord sees this, and so the Zerglings will bide their time, potentially waiting for speed to complete. The probe is going to head home. Back at home for Art, we do have Stargate play with a Phoenix first. Now, this could potentially lead into two things. It could just be a single Phoenix to take out Overlords and then go into Oracle play, or it could be a massive Phoenixes. Only time will tell, and in fact, that time will be decided right here. The Stargate completes. Okay, so it's a singular Phoenix followed by an Oracle. We'll most likely see 3 Oracles total, unless Art has something peculiar up his sleeve back at home. It's just normal things. We do have an Evolution Chamber going down. We'll soon know what kind of tech paths Vanya wants to go for, whether he drops a Roach Warren with it or just stays with the Evolution Chamber and gets +1 melee, going for a Ling Bane thrown in with either Hydras or Mutt-Mutts. Content at home, the first Oracle is out. It's going to start to make its way across the map. Warp Gate is nearly completed additionally. Vanya, though, with the Phoenix killing the Overlords, is going to now be putting down Spore Crawlers to prevent any kind of things. I'm getting pinged a lot. Oh, this is the losers bracket final. Oh, dang. Okay, well, and it is melee, so that's important. Okay, guys, fun fact, news alert. Breaking news alert from Channel 6. This is the losers final of the RSL between Team Starcom and Alpha X. Winner goes on to play the Makers in the grand final for a $500 prize pool. Stay tuned to find out more. Alright, sorry for the interruption, guys, but, ooh, that drone stayed alive a lot longer than should have. The Oracle's going to come in and snipe 4. Drone's nearly getting a couple more that Vanya was able to save. Art is actually ahead in workers for the current time. That's okay. We do have a Depths warping in back at home, so it looks like, some kind of Stargate Adept play. There is no Twilight Council anywhere to be seen, though. So, no glaives of any kind. Not sure what Art's going for here. This is actually a bit of a interesting strat. There's no forge, no additional tech. Just you got the 3 Oracles, and it's just going to be a huge gateway push of Adepts. And how many Oracles have 4? Yeah, okay, 4 Oracles going for a third behind this. So, back at home, Vanya is preparing for this. He somehow saw something, potentially with a Ling, and has 28 Lings on the production tab. This is going to line up nicely with +1 melee. The Adepts are going to hit just as that does, fortunately for Vanya, but Art is prepared. That is a lot of Lings, so does he cancel the Shade? No, the Shade completes, and ooh, the Adepts are on the move command for a little bit, and the Lings get a beautiful surround. The Adepts without Glaives aren't going to be able to kill them as quickly, and the Zerglings with +1 melee are going to be able to kill these Adepts very, very quickly. Alright, the Oracles are going to come in and try and get some damage. They actually haven't been able to be microed very much. I think one might have already gone down though as well. The Phoenix is out here trying to get some damage. Only 2 drones go down, and the Lings are going to go for a counterattack. They actually did see the Nexus, did not decide to go for it. Instead, going to retreat here and go and pick off the 4 Adepts. The Adepts are going to try and shade and escape, hiding and getting recalled. The third base is now heavily under attack. Void Ray production is now out, as well as a Fleet Beacon. Bold. The first Void Ray is out, but that is not. These Lings are going to be able to strip down this Nexus to its bitter bones well before the Void Ray can do much. The Oracles have come back to retreat, and there are a lot of Adepts, but the Lings with the +1 melee might just have it. No! Art was able to narrowly save the Nexus at 154 HP. A brilliant maneuver. Just enough Adepts to be able to save the day. Even without Glaives, they are still mighty powerful. That Fleet Beacon, though, is looking to be dangerous. We do have double Stargate. We're going to be seeing carrier productions begin in a moment. Actually, we're just going to start with double Void Ray. Is this a Flux Veins build? Am I going to get to finally cast my first Flux Veins thing? Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. You can can do it. Is there anything in the no, no? Okay, maybe it is for carriers. I don't know. We'll find out soon. The Void Rays are going to be able to start sniping down stuff. That Changeling is going to die. 3 Oracles still live. Let's actually see. I'm curious. Did an Oracle die? Okay, 1 Oracle did die. A lot of Lings have died as well, but most of them too trying to take out this base. Vanya, unfortunately, not able to go the distance. Okay, so we are getting Flux Veins and Carriers. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, there's a 3rd star gate. I almost called it a starport. And a Forge. So Art looking to draw this game out a little bit. The Oracles are moving in here into the main base. Going to be able to snipe 5 drones for the price of an Oracle. Not a bad trade. 3 Oracles kind of outlive their lifespan as the game goes on. 2 is nice to be able to cast Revelation. On the opposite side of the map, though, we do have a Spire to counter this Stargate play. However, a 4th Stargate is going to go down. More Lings and some Banes are going to come in. Actually, some Roaches too. The Lings getting a nice round on all of the units. The Stargate units are out of position, and the Roaches are going to be able to help clean up all of this, and the Lings are going to be able to jump onto the probes. There's a couple sentries here in the background, but they're going to not be able to tickle anything. The Nexus actually getting targeted before any probes, and the Nexus will fall. Now probes will start to go down. Actually, a surprising few going down. Only about 2 to start. The Lings now starting to jump on, and the numbers increasing. The Void Rays having to come back now. They do have Flux Veins, so they are speedier than a Formula 3 racer. I don't even know if that's an actual race, but I wanted to not say Formula 1. Void Rays are going to eventually clean everything up with the help of the Oracles, but more Lings are coming on through. The first carrier is out. Carrier is here. The Lings, though, targeting down as many probes as they can. Oh, no. So, essentially, what Vanya was able to stop over here with the Adepts, Art was not able to stop over here. Not only did he get the base, but he got 24 probes as well. However, Art still doing pretty decent in terms of units. He has Void Rays being produced. He is building more, which is nice, as there are Corruptors. Now, I thought I was zoomed out more. The Oracle's going to come in, get a little bit of scouting, see what they can get done. But now with the Corruptors out, the Oracles have to be super careful around the base. We do have a Baneling run by being prepared to try and snipe any more of this workers that are going on down here. But the Oracles have sniffed them out. The Oracles have spotted them, but they do not have enough energy to even glare at them angrily, let alone stop them. But this is nice. There are a couple of sentries here with force fields. The Banelings are just going to run into the pylons, get a couple of them. Nice force fields though to prevent any kind of probe damage. And pylons traded for Banelings is something Art will do all day, air day. The Sky Toss number continues to grow, but that is a lot of Corruptors catching a Void Ray out of position. Not actually going to be able to snipe it. 2 Void Rays getting seriously low, but the Corruptor target fire not quite good enough. With the Flux Veins, the Void Rays are going to be able to tickle at them as a Sentry would. But who knew that you could stutter step and do this kind of micro with Sky Toss? Dope tactics here out of Art. Vanya's going to have to be careful now, building more and more Corruptors, not quite at the count he wants it to be. Art deciding that more Void Rays is the plan, the way to go. Not a bad decision considering how many Corruptors are coming on out. +1 air weapons has completed, and +2 is on the way. +1 air attack for Vanya is nearly complete as well. However, that is just so much Sky Toss, and the Void Rays able to provide that buffering for the carriers. Both of them providing excellent DPS here. A Twilight Council is now going up behind this, most likely to be able to get some kind of Archon tech, whether that's a Dark Shrine or a Templar Shrine. Potentially both, depending on what kind of harassment Art foresees going into the future. A 5th base has been taken by Vanya. He's up to 76 drones. Doing a phenomenal job there. We do have another attack. The Corruptor's trying to dive in and see what's going on, but Art's positioning of his units is just too good. And that's a nothing doing. There's a probe up there. The Lings could actually run in and snipe this probe. A 4th base looking to potentially be an option here. But the Lings are trying to sniff out any other attacks. More and more Corruptors being added into the production tab. We have a total of 20 on right now. The Lings actually able to sneak through. Nothing guarding the entrance except for a Fleet of Death. The Corruptors now coming in and going to be able to target fire the Forge, but with the Void Rays coming in, the Corruptors wisely decide to target fire down the Void Rays. A lot of Void Rays are actually going to fall here. The Corruptor count's up enough here that they can tango with a few of these Void Rays in small enough numbers, but with the carriers coming to defend, Vanya's wisely backing off. More Lings are on the production tab. Another expansion of 6 planes. As Art's not really able to do a whole much, but there's not enough Void Rays in the sky, and the Corruptors jump on the chance to snipe a couple of carriers, nearly getting the 3rd one as well. But they decide to back off a little bit. Stalkers now on the ground, going to be able to defend against these Corruptors. Moving out of Sky Toss now is Art, making the wise transition as the production of Corruptors is just scaling too high in terms of frequency as opposed to what Art can produce, especially since his 3rd base got denied, and so his production is not as high, has not been as high for as long. Fortunately for Art, +1 attack is going to complete, not going to get denied, and there the Archons that I was talking about. Whoa! Yo! I've never seen that warp-in animation for them before. That's sick. Okay, we've got a Robo-Bay going on, but oh no, the Corruptors are peeing on the Nexus, and the Nexus will fall! The army of Art was too far out of position. Does he not have Blink? Oh no, he doesn't have Blink, so the Stalkers weren't able to jump and try and move forward. 3rd base getting denied again for Art. Fortunately, he does have the 4th base nearly complete. Can be a surrogate home for those probes. Things happen, however. The Lings jumping on top of the long-distance mining probes. A couple of Zealots are warped in, but that's just so many Lings with +2 attack. Those Zealots are going to die super-duper fast. Now they're getting on top of the probes in the natural. It's a disaster here. Art down to less than 30 workers. Art saying, this is too much. GG, and Vanya's going to put Starcom up 1-0. I want this song. Alrighty. Well, what a game. Art started with the aggression, with that adept push with the oracles, but unable to multitask properly with the oracles, while the adepts got completely surrounded by the Lings. Art just not quite able to position everything as he wanted. Vanya getting the scout. He needed to see what was coming, and without glaives, those Lings were going to have a field day against those adepts. Let's see what you guys were saying. Snoopy, you don't have to lie, Canuck. We all know the probe plushie stole your sunglasses. No shame in being outpowered by a stuffed animal. Look, he cannon rushed me, okay? The only way to get him to cancel the cannons was to give him the glasses. It's fine. I accept it. Whatever, okay? Look, I have other glasses. These are my professor glasses. When we get to I had double music going on. Whoops. I forgot I had the in-game music on. Blah 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 blah. Quality production here, guys. Yeah, no. So when we get to a point where we need some professorship, these are coming out. I also have my boogie board, a almost digital notepad. I don't know. You write on it, and there's no paper, and then you press the button, and boop, it's gone. I don't know if you were really able to see that. Haven't quite tested it out. I do have my maple syrup, Snoopy. So after game 2, I owe you seven sips. So if you're still here after game 3, you have to comment now that you will be here after game 2, before game, and if you do that before game 3, I will drink my 7 sips for you from Saturday. Vindicta says hi. Hi, man. My man. Creighton, hello, my man. Art seems to be struggling a bit. The harassment did not work out like you had hoped. That is correct. It did not. Sushi, what do you mean? No. Yep, you saw it. You found out. I know, it's Mage, Sky Toss, right? Best kind of toss. I love air. I love going for it. I have plans to make it more of a core part of my gameplay. Cross my fingers, but I've been working on other stuff lately, but soon. The art cons. I see what you did there. Oh yeah, the multitasking was phenomenal out of Vanya there. I really liked what he was able to do there. Vindicta ran off to eat some breakfast. Oof. What kind of breakfast? But it's like, it's too late for breakfast, mind you. An hour ago I ate breakfast, so we're just gonna ignore that fact. Okay. Well, guys, I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I did. I also had my birthday. It's the same day as Alpha X's birthday, so I'm now 23. It was a good day. Saw Star Wars. Loved it. But I just love all Star Wars movies because you know what? Yeah, there are flaws. Yeah, there are problems that people may have. But you can just choose to enjoy it. So, screw you. Just kidding. Love you all. I also got to go out for dinner. So that was really fun. Let's see, what was I thinking? I need a drink of water, that's what I was thinking. I woke up like 2 hours ago and I'm a little scatterbrained, it appears. Oh, I know why. I forgot to do something. Oh well, I'll do it later. It's important to stay hydrated, kids. No matter what you're doing, but especially when you're doing something that involves your voice. Hydration is one of the keys to success. Key to victory, in fact. I'll be here after game 2? Okay. Okay. Then after game 2, I'll do my 7 sips of maple syrup for you. You think it's not that much, but this stuff is rich. It is pure maple syrup. Canadian #1 medium. Grade A. I could have sworn it said grade A somewhere, but apparently not. But it's #1 medium, which I'm assuming is the same thing as saying grade A. And it's Laura Secord, who was an important person in history, so yeah. But guys, we're getting ready to go into game 2. Vindicta has eaten his breakfast. His alphabets cereal is honeycomb. I love honeycomb. So, y'all get ready, get hyped. And we're going to get ready into game 2, and we're going to see if I can get the best of score to pop up, because last game I wasn't able to, and I don't know why. So, we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen. I apparently cannot. Maybe I'll have to look it up after my maple syrup sipping. Regardless, welcome back to Game 2 of the Losers Bracket Final of the Russian StarCraft League between Alpha X and Team Starcom. Our players have spawned, our casters are ready, so let's get into the fight. In the bottom left of Sen, looking to channel his inner Terran. It is the Terran player in the red from Starcom, Bratok. Or Brat okay. It's okay to be a brat, according to this man. But the man with dun 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 some proxy barracks in the blue from Alpha X, it's Vindicta! Known traditionally as a very macro-oriented player, but lately he's been pulling out that cheeky strats. We saw him on Saturday do some impressive play here with a single barracks against Estrella, who was able to, fortunately for him, unfortunately for Vindicta, power through and win 3-1 in the grand finals of the Alpha X Christmas MVP Cup. Back at home, we do have double gas. The SEV of Bratok is going to scout and see, ruh-roh, where are those guys at? Oh, I forgot to turn the production tab on. I'm apparently a little rusty. It seems that's okay. But with the double gas, you know what that means? Reapers. And we do have double Reaper play coming out here. We'll see how quickly Vindicta adds on factory. The SCV going to come in and scout to see what's going on. He sees 2 bunkers out of Bratok, one at the main ramp and another here, preparing for Reapers. The first couple Reapers, though, are out for Vindicta. One is. But SCVs and Reapers are prepared and ready to rumble. The first Reaper is going to snipe this SCV. Can he get him? No, the SCV is going to retreat into the safety of his fellow brethren. Marine production has now begun. The Reapers deciding where they want to jump in from. Not quite sure yet. Waiting for their next couple of friends. There is a factory going on back at home for Vindicta, who's completed the wall off. Reaper's going to try and jump in. Not quite yet. One Reaper is going to be weakened, but if I've seen some godlike Reaper micro out of anyone, it's Miguel, aka Vindicta, aka Windicta, aka one of Alpha X's best Terrans. arguably the best, depending on who you ask. Back at home, Vindicta just gonna stop the pressure. He's happy with what he's been able to accomplish, sending one of the barracks home. Second one gonna keep building stuff. One of the Reapers is gonna be able to scout it. Does Vindicta get the first shot on? Oh no! Bratok does, but the grenade will be able to give the Reaper enough space to be able to retreat to the safety of his friends. 4 Reapers are gonna come back to help, and Bratok senses the danger and will evade. It is a tech lab to start, so we're gonna be seeing some tank follow-up here out of Vindicta, looking to do some kind of tank follow-up. The second barracks is going to wisely fly into the main to scout. Back up at the top, there is... Oh, the Reaper just swung around. I thought that was something else. The barracks is going to come in and see absolutely everything. Vindicta's like, what have we here? There is a command center. There is a starport. There's a third CC, you greedy devil. Oh my goodness. Bratok actually feeling super duper confident, going for an incredibly fast third CC, thinking he's Zerg or something. This barrack's actually going to take quite a while to do. Now Bratok showing Vindicta that he's switching the starport onto the tech lab, though that's pretty predictable as you want to get Ravens in TVT. Maybe he's going to try and like fake him out with Banshees or something, but not enough time for the barracks to live to be able to see any kind of research on there indicating it. So Vindicta's going to be able to just safely assume something. Vindicta getting his second command center. And how is he going to respond to make sure that he is not behind on economy due to this incredibly fast third CC, which will be done at about the time Vindicta's second CC is done. This siege tank able to zone out this little hit squad of Vindicta, of Cyclone, and 4 Reapers. And actually, Bratok might be looking to move out or flank himself. However, Vindicta's going to come in. We'll see what he's able to spot. He does spot the stuff. Cyclone does come in. A lock-on on the other Cyclone. And it's Vindicta's actually going to be able to snipe the Cyclone of Bratok. A nice pickoff. 2 of the Reapers do go down in exchange. But Vindicta definitely got the better end of that trade. The siege tank will be able to zone out the rest of the army of Vindicta that wants to push. But there is a drop that's loaded up and ready to rumble. Full of a siege tank and a few Marines. A second siege tank is going to come out. This medevac will be able to load it on up. And Vindicta is going to put on some more aggression here momentarily. Gonna load up the last couple Marines, and here we go. Fly, fly, my pretties. Vindicta ready. The Cyclone and the Reapers going out here to the south. Is Vindicta going to siege the main itself? Or is he going to try and push in here? There is a Raven and a couple siege tanks, so it would be a bit risky. And the direction of the medevacs seems to indicate the main base. A scan does go down to show Bratok everything that Vindicta is doing. We do see more barracks being added on 3 racks, as you typically see. The missile turret's not going to be able to get up in time. The siege tanks are going to drop in and siege on up. The Raven does decide to drop missile turrets instead of any kind of interference matrix. One of the siege tanks will fall, but there's enough buffer here, and the other siege tanks who are not able to siege out of Bratok look like they're going to fall. The ground army of Vindicta will get taken out with the pull of SCVs. Some nice trading did go down, but with the hug of life from these SCVs, that siege tank is going to survive for a while. Vindicta doing a little bit of cheeky micro to try and get some extra damage on that siege tank, but with double Raven and that siege tank as well as repair, Vindicta not feeling quite confident enough to push his luck. Viking production has begun now for Bratok. Vindicta at home is just getting stem and combat shields. Gonna be ready to push out soon. Getting Marauders too, actually. Interesting choice in TVT. Don't see that too often. The natural is fully operational and saturated. However, the third base is landed and ready to rumble here for Bratok. So his income advantage is going to be slightly better. However, the way the mules are working and the even workers, Vindicta had a little bit of a lead, but now with the third base starting to roll, it's gonna flip back and forth, so that's a-okay. If we look at the units lost tab, as well as the resources lost tab, Vindicta able to take out a little bit more here, but has lost overall a little more. But the siege tank losses are what's really big. Vindicta can lose those Reapers any day of the week that he wants to, including days that end in Y. But the Sky superiority appears to be heading in favor of Bratok. Vindicta not even looking to compete with that. Hasn't gotten a single Raven himself, just Medivacs. He may look for Vikings or something, or Liberators, but it's kind of risky at this point to try and get air superiority with the lead on it that Bratok has. He might go for it a little bit later. Concussive Shells! Now that's something I have not seen in TVT. I'm curious to see how that plans on going. This barracks set here to patrol. Interesting, wouldn't you want that? Oh! Fun fact, Bratok's going mech. I was so distracted by what Vindicta was doing with his pushes, I didn't even notice. Well, congratulations, everyone. Brat, we've got a mech versus bio. Will biology prevail, or will Bratok mech it work? Tune in next time on another exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. We do have a drop getting ready to come in. Missile turret, the turtling is continuing now for Bratok, but the push has begun. There is siege tank spread nicely. The siege tank on the high ground is going to get taken out, but with the Vikings in the air, the medevacs all get taken out, and the rest of Vindicta's forces will just drop like flies. Vindicta now at a supply disadvantage, and this last tank is going to tuck his tail between his legs and feel bad about himself. Hopefully for him, things start to improve. We'll find out later, I guess. Vindicta back at home, just gonna get a 4th CC. Already ahead of that is Bratok. He has 4 orbitals right now, you guys. 4 orbitals. Look, right there. 4. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's getting another CC. What a man. What a bold man. And okay, so we do have Liberator production. There's going to be Liberators. That's how Vindicta's going to try and contest the skies. So the Liberators adding on an additional 3 siege tanks. Vindicta actually ahead in the upgrade department. Going to be able to get 1-1 before even just normal +1 for Bratok is complete. We do have another attempt at a little drop push here. Vindicta loving his double medevac little harassments, but that is a grand total of 9 siege tanks. You can't fight that. You just can't, there, man. The Liberators are an excellent call, but with the Vikings in the sky, I don't know how the Liberators are quite going to be able to get on top of these siege tanks just yet. Brew Frame is being researched. Oh, he does have double armory, but Bratok forgetting about his second armory and not quite putting it on putting it to good use. These 2 Liberators that we're going to go to harassment are going to make the very arduous journey in the road to killing this barracks. Oh my gosh, that is painful. That's almost like trying to watch an SCV kill destructible Drox. We'll leave them to that story. Actually, the Metal Armada is coming in to defend. And oh no, the Liberators got nothing done. That's a bit unfortunate. Vindicta, actually, let's zoom out even farther, has a nice siege tank position. Not enough, enough that Bratok has to respect it and walk away, but oh my gosh, look at this little bit of cheekery. How cheeky is this Bratok? Just plopping down missile turrets wherever he goes. He's got the SUV, he's like, hey, why not? What is Vindicta gonna do? That prevents him from dropping with his medevacs on top of my stuff. Back at home, we do have the addition of Widow Mines and Cyclones. Show him that brats are not okay, says Estrella. Yeah, don't be a brat. That's not good. Okay, siege tanks. Oh my gosh, that's so many siege tanks. Ay, no manches. Ay, ay, ay. That's 13 siege tanks, folks. No, que bueno. 72 SCVs to 75, slightly in favor of Vindicta. The supplies are actually really even. But I like Bratok's composition more. Vindicta can't engage into this. And actually, Bratok's going to start to push forward onto this 4th base of Vindicta. Miggy over here can't quite get it. Vindicta looking to be not in a winning position. Bratok going to be able to start to leapfrog his siege tanks a little bit better than World War II style of combat. Vindicta actually having to retreat into his mineral line. This one siege tank is the loneliest number. Oh, we got an alert and I forgot to turn them back visible. Thank you to whoever did something I'm assuming it was a follow. Whoever you are, comment in the chat. I will give you my eternal love. Okay, so Vindicta actually has enough siege tanks now to be able to push back what we've got so far. I would really like it, actually, if Bratok would add in some Liberators to really push it, but here comes Vindicta. He's put everything on the line with this push. The boys have been pulled. The surround is good, the flank, and there might be just enough bile to be able to push through, and all the siege tanks are gonna... Oh no, not all the siege tanks are gonna fall. Most of the SCVs do. Vindicta now down 10 workers. Vindicta not quite enough bile to be killed the rest of the siege tanks. Oh, if he just had a little more bile, it would have been great, but he's now producing 5 Marauders at a time out of his... How many is that? 8 barracks? Not bad, not bad. He is going to fly over and drop some stuff with the lack of Vikings, but the reinforcements are just too good. Liberator production has begun now for Bratok. I wouldn't actually mind seeing Vikings out of Vindicta now that he could get ahead with having killed all of the Vikings of Bratok. But he's content to just defend here for the time being. Bratok trying to get the right kind of angle here. Scans going down left, right, center, and behind you. If you think your mom had eyes in the back of her head, well, guess what? So do orbitals. Your mom's essentially an orbital. I bet you never thought about that. She provides for you by getting resources for you. She bails you out when you're struggling by dropping mules, and she can see everything for you. Wow. Terrans have a mothership too. It's called the Orbital. Scans continuing to go down. Upgrade advantage is in favor of Vindicta. His 2-2 is recently completed and is getting that 3-3. He is now also producing Liberators and is going to be getting another starport to increase that kind of production. The siege tank zoning out of Vindicta is doing really good. Bratok, though, for the first real time in this game, has been able to continue to hold a... Oh, that was the wrong button. Continue to hold onto his aggressive pressure without much damage from Vindicta. Bratok able to get another couple of bases here, and here, and here. So he's on 6 bases. That's pretty good. Vindicta currently only on 4. 4, yeah, math is easy. Hellions preparing for a run by these random missile turrets, finally going to get sniped. Vindicta just barely missing, but he will be able to see these Hellions, and they will have to scamper on away. They're scampering. 2-2 mech upgrades is now complete for Bratok, well, on the ground anyway. He is getting +1 air. The Hellions, though, were not taken out, and are going to try and dive into the base. However, ooh! Bye-bye, bad guy. Those siege tanks were ready. Surprise! You just lost some supply. Okay, swinging around to the north now is Bratok. Scans just going down everywhere. Man, the counter scan! It's just a Venn diagram city! There are a couple Vikings out now for Bratok. The siege tanks make it just so dangerous, it's so nerve-wracking to see what either player will do. One wrong positioning from either player. Let's get rid of that for a second. It makes it so hard. There is a couple of siege tanks that are in range of the mineral line and what, but there's a surround. There's a huge surround out of Vindicta. Marauders and siege tanks closing in from both sides. The siege tanks of Vindicta are actually going to siege up now. The Marauders count is super low now, but so is the siege tank. There is little to nothing left for Bratok. Vindicta took heavy losses as well, but back at home, Bratok has a lot of reinforcements, and he is actually taking a heavy supply lead. Did I just call your mom fat? Nope, you did. Got him. Vindicta nearly able with the beautiful surrounds to take out enough, but now this base is under heavy attack. Your base is under attack. This here is now here. Vindicta now finally going for the Viking count, realizing air superiority will be super helpful in this. Dropping some SCVs on the tanks, just sacking those SCVs. And getting some friendly fire. These siege tanks now not in range of anything here, as the SCVs are wisely mining from unattainable patches. Air superiority now, though, does go in favor of Vindicta, who's at 8 Vikings to the 3 there. There are 4 Liberators, but I'm not too sure about that one, Kev. Swinging around here to the north, Vindicta has completed 3-3 and has gotten some armory upgrades as well. What a cheeky man. 5 Vikings at a time out of Bradchuck. It is now going into the air war. We're in the end game now, folks. But Vindicta currently has the air lead, able to take out a Raven. A Cyclone does get a lock onto one of it. Vindicta trying to stem forward, but that is 10 siege tanks. You can't do anything. Some of the siege tanks are going to try and start to move forward, though. The scan does allow the siege tanks of Bradchuck to keep things at bay. There is a command center coming on down here. Vindicta scans. Doesn't really have the tools to jump on this, so his Liberators are being produced, but not quite out yet. We do have Liberator range and high-sec auto-tracking, the most important upgrade being gotten, as well as one for Liberators. Good call, good call. He who gets high-sec auto-tracking first always wins. The air army of Bradchuck is going to try and come in. The Vikings getting repaired here, but an anti-armor missile going to land on them, and Bradchuck takes back the air superiority. The Viking target fire was excellent, forcing Vindicta to snipe the Liberators before he could snipe the Vikings. This planetary is nearly dead. Not able to get any kills. The Hug of Life is good, but can Vindicta keep it up with the income? Will he have enough income? His gas is nearly depleted, which means so is this Viking's life. Vindicta saying, GG, this is too much, and taps out. Bradchuck's gonna put Starcom up 2-0 in this best of 5. TVT, the game of positional chess brilliance. Not everyone loves TVT, but playing it makes me dead nervous. I will play any other matchup before TVT in terms of comfort and as an anxiety. Because I'll tell you what, welcome to this class. I know it's Christmas break, but it's important to always learn. So, the way TVT works. So TVT, you see? How well can you see that? That's half decent. Okay, so we've got our TVT. TVT, okay? So, the glare. Here, let's see what we can do. Okay, so you have your bases. They're the O's. The O's. I don't know how well you can see this, and then you have your army. It's a bunch of little X's, and those are siege tanks, and then you got little Marines. Now he's also got the same thing. And positioning is everything, because if he swings around here and you don't know, then he kills this. You can't unsiege and get over here in time because of the explosions blowing up. This is brilliant. It's a magical thing to watch in TVT. Protoss, you get your lasers, but Terran, you get your explosions. It's flipping 4th of July over there. So you switch, so you're scanning. There's the scans and scans, the counter scans, the Vendia scans, the scans of everything. And so then you're moving your army over here, and then he's like, oh crap, I can't do that. So he moves his army over here, and it's just a mess, and it's stressful, because if you don't scan properly, you don't get the right scout, you're toast. You're toast, okay? You're toast. Alright. Man, teacher side of me is intense. Okay. So we're down 2-0. That's fine. And you know what? I wanted to try it out, and I kind of like it. But it needs some work. I need to do some more research on the game hard overlay. So we're just not going to worry about it and go back to WCS 3.0. Thank you, studio mode. Where's the alerts? Alright, alerts are back on. If anyone needed to follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, donate biddies, money, whatever. Oh, the maple syrup. I almost forgot. Okay, the game's loading up. Freak. I once used to like this. Oh, how Swag did shots of egg, 50 shots of eggnog. Don't know how he did it. Okay. You're welcome, San Francisco. Spawning in the right corner of Ephemeron, letter edition. The man with a plan, the man who needs to defend his team from total elimination if they want to get to the grand finals of the Russian StarCraft League and play against Makers to get their revenge. He's gonna have to start the comeback. It's the Blue Protoss from Alpha X. It's Australia! And the bad guy from Team Starcom. That's supposed to be the two. I thought I'd made that the two. That's fine. From Team Starcom, it's the Red Terran. Give it up for Cass. Or Cass? 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 Cass. And there's a 2-minute delay, so you guys, I'll be making a mistake for an extra 2 minutes before you guys can help me. We'll say Cass? 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 We're gonna say Cass. Okay, so it's Reaper Expand, out of Cass, nice defensive, but economic, nothing too crazy. Estrella, getting his Adept to defend against the Reaper. Now, Estrella, the way he loves to play PvT, is getting edge early, either by screwing up your opponent's attack, by screwing it up I mean defending it, or blah 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 bloob, that's a word, by doing that, or attacking, getting a slight edge, and then expanding like a madman. Estrella expands like a madman in this matchup. The Reaper gonna be able to get in and see the Twilight Council, going for double Stalker actually. Okay, so newsflash, it's gonna be Blink, going for a bit more aggressive, not opting for a sentry or anything to be able to hallucinate and scout. The Adept gonna be able to dodge around that bunker, and gonna get denied here, but the Marine and the Reaper are gonna be here. The Adept just gonna run around, try and snipe the Marine. Can she get him? No, but Stalker is here. The Reaper going to poke ahead, see what's up, and there's a Widow Mine. We have some Widow Mines. Kaz potentially looking to do some kind of Widow Mine drop. Yep, and there behind it's the Blink, the Brinking. Estrella's starting a sentry right before Warp Gate's done. Might want to cancel that, make your life a little bit easier. But hey, he's top 10 NA. I am top 22,000 NA, so... Or no, in the world. I'm like top 7,000 NA. It's all good. Okay, the Robo behind this is coming, and Estrella's going to come over here and drop his Nexus at like the fastest possible time you want to. Come on, buddy, you can do it. The Reaper's coming! Quickly! Quickly! Before the Reaper can stop you! No! Oh, no! It's a disaster! No! Oh, you evil, evil creature. Evil. Evil man. Okay, the Stalker. Gonna zap him away, but unfortunate. Here comes the Widow Mine drop, though. Coming in from the northeast. Estrella does have units in position. Blink is almost done. Ooh, a hallucination goes out. Here comes the Widow Mines dropping into the mineral line. The probe pull isn't in time. Couple of probes gonna go down. Okay, each one gets, like, one got two. But Reaper actually coming in too and being annoying. Oh, the medevac gets sniped. A bit unfortunate. Blink wasn't even done. But if missed micro there out of cast, nice pick off by Estrella and only taking 4 probe damage. Not too shabby. Dun, 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 dun. Back here, we do see a 3-Rax play, getting ready to rumble. Tech Lab gonna be there for that barracks to pop on over, get combat shields, and ooh, Marauders. Marauders coming down. Noticing that it's probably Blink, so the Marauder's going to be a nice addition to be able to deal with them Stalkers. Unfortunately for those Marauders, charge slots are on their way. Ooh, another medevac is here, but getting spotted by something. And the Stalker's nearly picking it off down to 9 HP. That medevac has a gauntlet and a half to run. Poor guy. 2 Stalkers just left behind to be able to cover any kind of retreat plans. An Observer in the middle of the map to be able to provide Estrella with a little bit of warning before any kind of move out happens. The Marine's going to be able to get rid of this Adept over here so that a 3rd CC can be plopped down here at the 6-minute mark. But income-wise, Estrella, Cass is ahead. Really? Man, mules are good. Even with the 3rd Nexus. Wow. Shows how much I apparently know. Oh well. Alright, the Stalker harassment is now going to go down. So, for those of you who may not be aware, with Blink, Stalkers, you can just have across the map, because as the game goes on in a PvT, Stalkers are really pointless units. They're not good. They really suck. Especially against Marauders. But, what you can do with them, Baxter, what's good, my man? What is useful with them is you can tickle the Terran army. You can try and pick off medevacs, a unit, here and there, whatever. And the Stalkers, once the Terran army does something, can blink away or something. But here we go. Okay, Estrella, nice force fields. Gonna be able to keep the army of Cass away. Estrella actually quite down in the supply. In terms of army, he's been focusing a lot on workers, but with the big daddy immortals out here to be able to deal with them Marauders, and the force fields to prevent the Marines from coming up and sniping them bad boys. Cass is just going to have to back on up for now. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake here out of Estrella, uncharacteristic. Get to work, you slackers! Go on, get! Go on, get! I said go on, get! I do declare. Well, those guys aren't getting paid anytime soon. But here's a big timing out of Cass. He is at 74 supply. He does not have any upgrades besides Combat Shield, Stim, and Marauder Slow. There's a shield battery and a cannon here. There are some charge lots. The Widow Mines, though, will be super useful with dealing with this. Oh, a nice little play to be able to save this medevac. Well done by Cast, getting rid of that Stalker and saving those couple of Widow Mines. Super useful. Hallucination going to be able to set off one of the Widow Mines and set some splash damage on the Terran army. The force fields, oh, not quite all of them down in time. The Widow Mines are going to be able to come forward and land all over a singular immortal. The one immortal does fall, but 2 are left over. The hold position is nice, not allowing the charge lots to run into that army and potentially get sniped by any kind of Widow Mines and Suttercept. A very nice hold out of Astray, incredibly smart play. Dodging the Widow Mine shots and the force fields, keeping a lot of the Terran army back so that the Protoss army won't get sniped. Cass deciding, though, to switch his angle. Stalkers warped in. Going to be able to get that one Widow Mine. There are 2 more. A nice hit on top of all the Zealots. The Zealots are kind of just feathers and fluff at this point. But with 3 Big Daddy Immortals, what is Cass going to do? Nothing. He can't do anything. He can't attack into us. What is nice for Cass, though, is he is denying any kind of 4th base out of Estrella. Normally, in the style that Estrella is playing, you want to get it somewhere between 7 to 8 minutes. And we've reached the 9-minute mark. We do have now Storm being researched behind this for Estrella, getting that AoE, but the perfect counterplay, leaving it up to Micro. Where is that? It's Enhanced Shocked Wave, bigger EMP radius. We now have Ghosts out on the field. Looks like Cass is getting ready to move out again. There are currently 2 Ghosts out. He's pretty happy with just having 2. The Warp Prism for the High Templar is out to keep him safe. He's just going to put 3 in there for now, leaving 1 out to potentially be able to deal with things. The 4th base is out. Do we have a 4th CC for Cass? No. Cass staying content here, wanting to do a big push here. Cass approaching maxed out. A nice Storm, gonna be able to zone things out. There are Liberators out now. Ooh, it drops the singular. High Templar drops the other two, but the splits are super nice for now. Estrella not gonna pull the trigger on those other Storms. The Widowmine spread is nice. Ooh, nice hit on top of the army. The Stalker's gonna blink forward and be able to snipe one of them. Oh no, the Warp Prism, no! Oh no! The Warp Prism with all of the High Templar and it gets sniped, and this is gonna be where Cass jumps on top of it. The MP goes down of the remaining High Templar, so Nordstrom is available. Estrella really struggling here, dropping heavily in supplies. Cass with the brilliant 5 million IQ plays. There's nothing left here for Estrella. He is struggling mightily. GG gets called. Cass wins, and Team Starcom is gonna go up 3-0 and win the series. Oh man, so unfortunate for Alpha X, but when you lose all your AoE, you're so dependent on that as a Protoss in that kind of fight. And with it gone, Cass just didn't care about splitting. He balled up that bile, juicy, juicy bile for Storm. But unfortunately, the local meteorologist said, not today. Not today. There is no chance of clouds or lightning. Just rain from tears of sadness. But well played, GG's all around. I don't know if we're going to be playing the 4th game. We will see. We will see. That is just what we're going to be deciding, but dang. That was... If I wasn't so hyped in the moment, I would have cried. Because the Warp Prism, I thought was at full health or something. And he can survive a Widowmine shot. But I guess I just didn't see the health bar correctly or something, or it might have been like... Upgrades don't apply to Widowmine shots though. I guess the Warp Prism wasn't at full health. I don't know. Oh, it's looking like we will play the 4th set. Mass is logging on. He's our 4th player. So you know, we're gonna just have a fun, friendly 4th match. So yeah, okay. I need some comfort. We're not going to the finals. The grand finals, guys. To get our revenge on Makers. He's so sad. We put up the big boys too. Buck up, troops. Hold your heads high. And when in doubt, when sad, boogie. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so we are going into it. So guys, don't go away just yet. We're going into game number 4. We're gonna get to watch some StarCraft some more. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be watching till there's no more sun. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fly. We're gonna see Alpha X beat the other guy. Massa is our dude. Massa is our fun. He is something that rhymes with that. I almost was able to make it the whole way with my freestyle and rhyming. Not so much rapping. I can't freestyle rap. Though I have a friend who can. It's dope. Okay. By the way, guys, I appreciate... Shout out to Sun Lily for asking me to cast this. I don't know if I was the first person she asked, but Regardless, I'm grateful for the practice because next week is IEM Katowice NA qualifiers. I'm so hyped. I've been getting to do a good bit of casting over the last couple of weeks to warm myself up because I had to go on a bit of a drought. But now, my thirst has been quenched. So I will be ready and practiced. Back comfortable in the chair, hyped and ready to boogie. To let the sensational games of one of the biggest competitions come alive. So our last map will be Triton.
Disco Dancer.
Disco Dancer.
Disco Dancer.
Oh, it looks like we're ready. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Whoopsie.
Disco. Disco Dancer.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Disco Dancer.
Suddenly, we need more wub. Sugar, we need more wub. Wub, 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 wub. He gave them back. Thank you, Lieutenant Maple Moose, aka my probe, for giving me back my sunglasses. By the way, guys, this Ling was given to me last week. I don't know what to name him. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And I did get a second probe. Also need to name him. If you know of anything, have any ideas, please message me on Twitter, Twitch chat, Discord, through your mom's Facebook account. I don't care. Whatever it is, you let me know. Okay. I need to be able to see the screen.
Disco Dancer.
Wow, if I'd paused it right there, that would have been way more epic. Okay. Overlay. Welcome back. And in this corner, weighing in at a solid something MMR from Team Starcom, competing for the champion in the World Championship for the Championship of the World. It is Modius. And in this corner, in the blue, also as Terran from Team Alpha X, competing in the World Championship Series for the world. It is Masa. I am loving doing the whole boxer sort of style thing. Okay, so Massa going for the more defensive style TVT opener, getting 2 barracks to be able to get more Reapers than your opponent in case your opponent decides to be a little more aggressive and cheeky. Massa will get the Watchtower first, so we'll see the SCV of Modius coming in first. Back at home, it's just a simple Reaper expand from Modius. Massa might, upon seeing this, be able to jump on that with his double barracks play. Massa getting the full wall off earlier, but Modius will probably be able to anticipate what is approaching him based off of this information. Usually when a Terran walls off like this, it's because they're trying to hide a couple of things, and depending on the matchup, you can usually guess. And especially these players who have played enough, you're gonna know. But 3 Reapers is the game plan. There will just be a singular Reaper back at home. And the second one is being made. No factory just yet, as we don't have the gas. But SCV and Reaper coming on up. Second Reaper's ready to rock and or roll. And Massa's going to slap on down that expo. The real question is Modius going to be able to defend this expansion, keep it up? Able to snipe a couple of SCVs is Massa. But with the 2 Reapers now out of Modius, Massa's going to have to back up with his Reapers. However, swinging around. Oh no! One of Massa's Reapers gets caught! Sacrificing his life for his friends! But a brother has joined the fray, and now the Reapers of Modius are super low, but a nice grenade is going to be able to push them back for a little bit. Is there any kind of extra defense? No, they're just going to hop into the main and run away. Another SCV will fall to these Reapers. Thank you, Baxter, for the subscribe, my man! The Reaper's actually going to dive in and be able to snipe another SCV. Man, they've been able to snipe like 4 of those. Yeah, look at that. 4. Hot dang. The reactor's finally done and doubled Marine production. With 3 Reapers out here against 2, though, according to my calculations, 3 is more than 2. So, but Modius is going to be bailed out for now. Massa deciding to just chill on this ramp with 4. There's a Hellion out, though, so depending on positioning, Modius might be able to get a good read on things. A scan does go down into the base and see... Oh! Does he see... I mean, he can assume it's there, but... Oh, just out of vision. That's so unfortunate. But, see, you can see what it is, though. He might think... Because what he did... Oh! He might just think it's a 2-1-1, but it's a 3-1-1. Or 3-Rex play or something, whenever that 3rd Rex went down. Oh, what's he going to be thinking? I don't know. I haven't played that much TVT. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, so guys, depending on what Modius thinks this is, whether it's a 2-1-1 or a 3-1-1, will decide how he defends. But if it's a 3-1-1, there will be more units out. Like if it's a 3-Rex play, there'll be more units out than a 2-1-1. And slightly more aggressive, so Massa might be able to catch Modius off. The Reapers and Hellions going to come in from the the eastern side, and this drop going to be coming in from the west. There are Marines in position to intercept this drop, filled with a siege tank and 4 Marines. There are Marines here in the main base as well. However, the drop just goes down slightly out of range. Massa having to pull the probes. This little hit squad of stuff causing so much more damage. The Reapers coming in from the south. Everything is going to get cleaned up here, but at what cost? Massa, who was already behind in terms of when his CC got up, is now down 7 workers and again behind in workers. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oof. There's now Liberator coming to harass out of Modius, who is currently in control of this game. The big thing, though, is Modius hasn't spotted the third Rax. Is the Liberator's going so far out of position, he still might not. Oh, but that's a bit of an unfortunate timing. There's a big double drop coming out here of Massa at home. There's nothing to defend against this Liberator. The Liberator's now going to come in. What is anything going to do? There's no anti-air. Liberator comes in. How quickly will Massa respond? 1 SCV falls. 2 SCV. 3, 4. And now he pulls them away. The Liberator is actually going to move away, fearing the worst. But over here, we do have the Reapers popping up in to try and distract. Oh, as the drop comes in from the west, or the east, and is actually going to drop right on top of the siege tanks. The siege tanks helping to kill each other, and now there's not really a lot here to defend for Modius either. 11 SCVs total have gone down over here to the Liberator, as there's nothing to defend here, but Mass is also getting a huge amount of damage done over here in the natural base. The CC is actually under huge threat, and Mass has been able to take out even more workers. GG, Modius loses. Massa takes one for Alpha X, and although we may lose the whole series, we have won at least a battle. G to the G, ladies and gentlemen. We won! Alpha X Massa, Alpha X and Massa. Gonna be so good. Gonna be so good. Yeah. Disco dancing. Yeah. Alright, guys, well, that was a good and fun, exciting time. Massa with the bold play, distracting with the Reapers, and then finishing off the tanks. Well played. Well played, sir. Okay, guys, well, that wraps things up. Thank you to Team Starcom for the excellent series and excellent sportsmanship. So Lily's not playing the game because she is the game. Just kidding. Nope. That's not where I wanted to go with that. But she's pursuing further things in terms of artwork and overlays. This beautiful overlay you see before you, not the music bars, but everything else, that's her. So, awesome, guys, awesome. Oh, my green screen's not working. I haven't been happy with how my webcam's been performing today. What's been going on? Let's see here. Okay. Oh gosh, that made it really big. Maybe I shouldn't be fixing this here. Okay, guys. Oh no, it's a disaster. Everyone, look away. Look away. Look away. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. Apologies for that, everyone. I got distracted again. Alright, well, thanks again, everyone, for watching. Hope you had a fantastic time. I enjoyed casting. Even though Alpha X lost, it's always fun to cast. Please do remember to to follow Alpha X here, as well as on Twitter. You can see all our social medias at the top. We are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Patreon. Help support us in any way you can. We always appreciate it, as we are always putting on some epic StarCraft 2 action. Again, I have been Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier, and until next time, good night, good luck, and have fun. Bye! There, I'm a cannon. Ta-da! Because I played Protoss. Oh, I thought the music was gonna stop. So I was gonna... That's when I was gonna end this stream. How much time have we got? It's got a long time till it stops. Okay, we're gonna stop the stream. Goodbye!